Ken would touch Christy with a 10-foot pole.
My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole.
Oh my God, Rod went live.
Rod went live!
We can't believe it. They're coming out of the woodworks everywhere, aren't they? They really
What
are.
made him go live?
First Ken, now Rod. All the men. They're sending the men out first. I would too.
I guess they feel like they need to defend themselves. I don't know.
I don't
know why
get
he
it.
went live.
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I don't know.
When you guys all told me, I was at work, so I just screen recorded and I've just quickly
And then she
checked
messaged
now.
me, she's like, quick!
Yeah.
You gotta check it out!
I truly can't believe this now.
know.
We like Fancy a lot, okay? So we're not here to rubbish Fancy at all. Because we
anyone.
like her, you know, or anyone.
One goal and one goal only.
Yeah.
They all come at Rod. They all come at him. He can't answer a question. I feel like I'm watching Fancy. Do you know what I mean? I'm watching the Fancy show.
I know, everyone's so passionate about it, right?
Yeah.
And Rod, they want Rod to answer these questions, but they're not giving him the chance to answer.
No.
What kind of doctor? That, you know... No, is it a general?
I feel like this is getting out of hand, and it's being I think this is an attack.
And go through her. Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
if you guys want to have, if Rod and Fancy, if you guys want to have that conversation, I just feel like it's getting a little hot and you know what I mean. And I feel like without anything in front of Rod, we can't expect him to answer. You can't expect him to know or remember on the spot, or
they're just kind of talking at him. Like the whole, all of them were. There wasn't really anyone like asking a question and getting an answer. Like he didn't really get to talk much.
And is her name Ivory Rose, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Ivory Rose. And then she said it's getting too much now. And then she jumped on the bandwagon and she got passionate and she did the same thing.
And don't complain when you're going to act like trash on TV and then complain when people talk about you. She should be coming out. You want to talk about your story, then make the show about her story, not about her trashy love life that she can't handle.
It's her story.
Right?
Nobody knows what her story is going to be. Nobody knew she was going to come out.
We just went through a whole season and what's her story? You're right. So how can you say it's because she has a story and people are watching her? Because she has a story. She hasn't said anything about a story.
You say she wasn't raised right. Maybe
so
this
they're
is
just
the time
trying
you
to make
can
money
step
off of
in.
her trashy image.
Like everyone's so passionate about it.
Yeah.
And you want to like say it, and Rod being on there, it's like, whoa, you know, it's a big thing.
I don't know, but I've been told.
He handled himself well.
He did,
though.
but we don't even know what he said.
No, he didn't
hardly
say much,
spoke.
but he wasn't rude or anything.
No.
You know, he was actually, he handled himself
Look,
well
I'm
considering.
going to be serious. If that was my father, okay, that was my father or one of my guy mates, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would have cut out ages ago. Like
Yeah, yeah.
after like 5 minutes, they would have
he
went.
stuck at it.
He stuck at it, guys.
You know,
and then people are
listened to
saying,
her.
we don't like Rod now. Well, we don't have, it's not Rod's fault. Rod never unalived Dee Dee. Just remember that. When everyone keeps coming at people's families, just remember, Rod never did the act. Rod didn't do it.
He's doing the best he can as a father. Like,
exactly.
It's not his fault, like, you know, it's his daughter, but like, he's doing what he can for his daughter. Like,
and
it's a hard situation for him to
works
be in.
half of the year.
I've said it before, even on here, you guys did a beautiful job with your children. I just hope you continue that job with Gypsy, because it doesn't look like it's happening, but I really hope.
I work half the year I'm going. You know, we have internet, I talk to them every day and this and that, but I have to let Gypsy make some choices and learn from her mistakes. Yeah, I agree with you. Mia was raised properly. Gypsy was not.
The way I see it, I think Rod has a lot of guilt. He knows he wasn't there for his daughter when she was young. And I do feel he blames himself on some level what happened to Dee Dee. And he's trying to make up for that as much as he can now. And I do think he truly believes that Gypsy had no choice but to unalive her mother in that situation.
How much abuse does somebody have to take to think about killing their own mother? Okay? Think about
exactly, Rod, but I don't think it was abuse. Could it be another reason? Could there be another reason for her wanting to unalive her mother?
I can't get a word in with you, Fancy. I can't. You gonna let me talk, please?
I'm sorry. Yes, I will. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Rod.
So, like I said, nobody can convince me that she wasn't abused. Put myself in Gypsy's shoes.
Okay.
Think about killing your own mother, trying it before, running away, getting caught, brought back, chained up, so controlled. You can call it medical abuse, malingering, whatever you want to call it. That's just semantics. But to think that you're gonna kill your own mother to get away, what I'm gonna do? Kick her out of my home?
No, counsel her. Counsel her how it's a bad decision.
I gotta support my daughter.
And you
There's
know
a
what? That's
difference
so
between
respectable.
support.
And she can get a job.
There's a difference between support and just aiding and abetting her to. I mean, obviously she needs help because you said yourself she doesn't have that life experience. So you just letting her do what she should do without. You need to counsel her.
Everyone's saying, and I believe this too, that Gypsy needs counselling.
Yes.
She does. We agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
What we don't agree with, this is where we are a bit different to the rest of the crime community. We don't believe that Dee Dee was a good mother. We don't believe that. Do you know what I mean? Yes, she took her to Disneyland. Yes, 100%. She did spoil her way too much, but spoiling someone does not mean a good mother. You can spoil someone to your heart's content. That doesn't define what a good mother is.
She didn't deserve to die.
No,
She didn't deserve
no.
the unaliving, no.
And did Gypsy know better? Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
of course.
100%. Because she could have walked.
Gypsy
She could have walked.
Gypsy did what she did as an adult,
Yes.
and that's not excusable.
Instead of planning an elaborate escape, you planned a murder.
Yes.
She could have walked off with one of the guys, with Dan.
Yep.
You know, any of these men she could have walked off with. So we do not condone the act at all. This is where we're very passionate about.
And I always knew I was not sick. So if she testified to that, that is her admission to all of that. And if she is now saying that that's not true, then Rod, she committed perjury.
I don't think she's saying that's not true. Like you said, I don't understand.
How do you not think she's saying that's not true?
I don't know.
I know. Rod, look, I could debate with you all day and I will run you in circles because I have all the evidence and I've done all the job, I've done all the work, and I am highly, highly educated in this and highly intelligent. I am not trying to say that to talk down to you. I just think you're misinformed and I think you've been misled by the women in your life.
Fancy, you are going at him left, right, and centre, like about everything.
Well, look, Fancy's very passionate. We know.
Oh,
we know
Fancy!
she's very, very passionate about it. But I just wish you just had let the guy talk
And
a
you know
little
what
bit.
I
just
wish
a
as
little
well,
bit.
Fancy, is that you didn't say how intelligent you are. Like, it just makes him feel like that he's not. Do you know what I mean? I felt for him. I honestly did.
I think she was trying to defend herself there.
Yeah, I know. But I just had, I was like, oh, Fancy, no. Do you know what I mean? We know you're very quick on your feet, Fancy.
Yeah, of course.
We know
Everyone
you can spit out the information very fast. We
Yeah.
know that. We would never go in a debate with you, Fancy. We'd lose. We'd sink. We would sink so bad. We're like, huh? What, Fancy? What have I done now? Do you know what I mean? Like, you could convict us of something. We would know. We're like, what? What'd you say? Do you know what I mean? Because you are quick on your feet. We all know that.
Yeah.
But Rod is like, everyone's coming at him.
Yeah.
If everyone comes at me, I'm gonna
It's very
crack.
overwhelming. It's very
Yeah.
overwhelming. I mean, I know I wouldn't handle the situation
Me
well.
neither, at all.
I'd back away. I'd be like, no, I can't do this.
Yeah.
I can't do this. I can't.
I'd be like,
I can't
what?
have everyone
And I
come
know
at
I
me
would
like this.
snap. Everyone handles things differently.
Yeah.
And I did feel sorry for Rod in that moment.
I'm not sure why he jumped on.
Yeah.
I felt like maybe he was.
I can't
trying
believe
to
of
defend
all
himself with
people,
something. I
Rod
don't know.
jumped on. Rod.
Yeah.
Rod of all people. Do you know what I mean? Because you know what? If Christy jumps on, do you know what I mean? Because there isn't a lot of love, is there? Online for Christy at the moment. So that's the reason I laughed when he said that. Look, how ridiculous is, everyone saying about Christy and Ken?
A lot of the other stuff is so silly, like Christy sleeping with Ken. Who's gonna believe that?
We were one of those ridiculous people.
Me and Ken never lost in touch.
I like your hair. It's good.
Thank you.
You smell good. Oh, thank you.
But in all seriousness, guys, kudos to Rod for actually coming out and trying to explain his side of things, He didn't do the best of jobs, but he gave it a good shot. And honestly, he was respectful, and I can respect that for him. So kudos to that. And who else is going to come out of the woodworks?
Who else is going to show up?
They're all coming out. I mean,
Where to next?
Who's coming out next?
Look at me.
I am.
So let us know what you guys think of Rod going live. Do you think he got the chance to really speak properly? And did you like what he had to say? I think that he really wasn't able to talk very well. He was put on the spot with a lot of things. I don't think he should have been on live at all, honestly. I don't know what made him go on live. He should have just avoided it. But anyway, let us know what you guys think, and we'll see you in the next one.